My father was George Gamow, a very famous nuclear physicist, credited for doing the Big Bang Theory of the universe. And when I was a child, all my peers were envious that I had a famous father. Said, "Oh, we wish you had a father like your father." I, on the other hand, was not so enchanted. My heroes were mostly comic book heroes. The Lone Ranger, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, the various horses. I really lived for that. And many, many years later, when I was a professor here at the university, I befriended, now for many, many years, a filmmaker called Stan Brakhage. And it turned out that he had a great influence on my life because he too was involved with action heroes and comic books. And in fact, he passed away in 2003, and I made a film on him. I produced a film called Dinner with Brakhage and Gamow. And in it, we discuss our mutual love for comic books and for action figures. And at one point, one memorable dinner we had, we sort of discussed, could we create a new action figure? And I was really interested in doing that. And for me, an action figure, I liked James Bond, of course, but could I create a kind of a female James Bond? But when you create an action figure, the creation process, some major event has to happen in their life. Bruce Wayne, when he was a boy, saw the Joker, kill his parents. The Lone Ranger, when he was a Texas Ranger, saw the bad guys kill his brother. Some big incident must happen. And so Stan and I discussed this at some length, and I decided to create an action figure called the Ice Queen. And I talked to Stan about it. He was the first person I divulged my inner desire to do this. And so we decided to make a film called The Ice Queen. And unfortunately, just about the time we were doing that, he became more ill, and finally passed away in 2003. It was a devastating death for me. I think we both loved each other. And I befriended a filmmaker, and we decided maybe we would make a film on my father. And we did. It's called The Galloping Gamows. I was so enchanted with the filmmaking process that after Stan died, I asked my filmmaker, could we make another film on the relationship between Stan and myself? I showed the film as a premiere in the big movie theater here in Boulder. People were a little shocked how far out some of the characters I had created are.